Hello everybody, it's Toradori here, and today I bring you another facts video. To change things up, we're going to be looking into a games company rather than one particular game. Today we're looking into the history, development and games belonging to the Atari Corporation. Big thank you to AnarchyGaming who suggested them for my next fact video. The first game ever created by Atari was Pong. The game was first tested out in a newly opened bar in Silicon Valley. Designer Alan Alcorn worked the circuitry and Ted Dabney crafted the case to house the game. They used a sawed-off plastic milk jug to collect the coins. Apparently the bar, which was normally a quiet place to drink, suddenly became alive with drunks cheering and shouting while they lined up and took turns to play Pong. The machine had so many quarters emptied into it that it eventually jammed. Regardless of whether this is completely true or not, there is no denying that Pong was a huge success for Atari. In 1974, a sandal-wearing hippie walked into Atari's lobby and demanded a job, refusing to leave until he was given one. Al Alcorn was called in to help. He said, "I was told, we got a hippie kid in the lobby. He says he's not going to leave until we hire him. Should we call the cops or let him in?" I said, "Bring him in." The hippie would go on to earn $5 an hour and work as a tech. That hippie's name was Steve Jobs. Adventure, a video game made for the Atari 2600, was the first game to contain a hidden Easter egg. Adventure was a groundbreaking game for its time, with many rooms to explore, interactive items, and enemies with unique AI. Creator Warren Robinett was so proud of his work that he wanted to include his name in the game, but his Atari employers said no, fearing that if his name became publicly known, rival companies might try to steal him. So instead, he created a secret room only accessible with a certain item. Once inside, the player would need to carry a single pixel to another area, stack 2 items to make a wall passable, and finally walk through the barrier to find Warren's name. Seeing as we've spoken about one of Atari's most successful games, we might as well mention another game of theirs that some consider to be the worst game in the world. E.T. the Extraterrestrial was a 1982 Atari video game intended to be an exciting adaptation to the film of the same name and make Atari lots of money. Unfortunately, the game's creator, Howard Scott Warshaw, was only given 5.5 weeks to finish E.T., and what resulted was a rushed and shoddy game. It became one of the biggest commercial failures in video game history and is often cited as one of the contributing factors of the video game industry crash of 1983. Steve Jobs wasn't the only man who once worked for Atari, before going on to even bigger things. Atari once contracted a then small company known as Microsoft to port the basic programming language into the Atari 800. A young and relatively unknown developer was tasked with the job, but a year later he still hadn't finished the work. The project was taken over by one of Atari's own developers, Alan Miller, and the young man was fired. That man's name was Bill Gates. So there you go, some interesting facts about the history and development of Atari and their games. If you enjoyed the video, why not leave a like, and if you have any suggestions for future fact videos, let me know in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye bye!